Hey, what is up YouTube? In this video, I'm going to go over the steps on how to set up your computer so that we can all start writing code in Java. So there are really three things that we need to do. And the first thing is we need to download what's called the Java JDK. So go to Google and type in download Java JDK. Now JDK stands for Java Development Kit, and it's what we're going to need in order to run all of our Java code. So go ahead and click on download, okay, and then select the file that's right for you. So I'm running Windows 64-bit, so I'd click on this one. But before you do that, go ahead and accept their terms. You click on this file, you download it, you run it, you install it. Once everything is good to go, then what you're going to want to do is go to your C drive. Okay, and then go to program files, and now you should see some kind of Java folder on there, and then click on JDK and then bin. Okay, so you go ahead and copy this directory or this path, right? And what we're gonna do now, so step one is done. Okay, step one, we downloaded the JDK. Step two is we need to set up the environment variables on the computer, and it's pretty easy. You just go to control panel, you right click on control panel actually, then you go to system, and on the left side there should be something that says advanced system settings. Go ahead and click on that, and then click on environment variables. At the bottom here you should see an option that says path. Go ahead and highlight that, then click on edit. So I already had everything set up on my, when I had Windows 8 on this computer, so I'm not sure if everything carried over when I installed Windows 10, because everything's already set up on here. Or actually, I'm not sure if the Windows updates already set everything up for you. So if you already see a Java path on here, that means you're good. That means you're finished. I mean, well, you're done with step two, and you don't need to go ahead and set up the environment variables. However, if you don't see this path on there, you're going to want to click on new and then paste that path that we just copied earlier. And then of course you'd click OK, but because I already have everything set up on this one, then I'd click on cancel. Now you're probably wondering why these are not the same. They don't have to be. This one, as long as they point to all the Java files, you should be fine. So again, if you see this on there, don't worry about it. Don't worry about this step. If you see it on there, don't worry about it. If you don't see it on there, then just click on new and then paste it on there. Okay, so go ahead and exit out of that. So now we're done with step one and step two. Now step three is downloading an IDE. Now you're probably asking, well, what the hell is an IDE? An IDE is, well, it stands for Integrated Development Environment. Okay, and pretty much what it is we need a program that reads all the code that we're going to be writing. Okay, and there are different IDEs out there. There's one called NetBeans. There's another one called BlueJ, but I think the best one that I've used so far is called Eclipse. So if we go to Google, we type in download Eclipse, and then we go to the first link, it'll take us to the eclipse.org page. Why is this taking so long? There you go. Alright, so it'll take you to the Eclipse page, and right here, you should, well, they change their layout every now and then, but there should be a download button on here. You go ahead and click on that, and then you click on this big button on here that says download. Alright, so actually what this is is, and this is the way that they're doing it now, I don't know why they changed it. You're not actually downloading the IDE right away. What you do is you're downloading an installer, and once you run the installer, this should show up. Okay, and what this is, it's showing you all the different options for different IDEs. And there's an IDE for C and C++ developers. There's one for pretty sure there's one for there's one for testers on here. There's one for all kinds of projects. There's IDEs with different packages and stuff. So but what we want is we want the most basic IDE that we can use Java on, and that's the first one. So click on the first one, click on the one that says Eclipse IDE for Java developers, which is this one, and then you click on install. You install the whole thing. It should only take you about 2-3 minutes, and then finally, once you finish all of that, you should see some sort of Eclipse icon on your desktop. Go ahead and click on that. And then this right here is it's just your workspace. So this is where all of your files are going to be saved, all your projects and files and all that. I usually just go with the default, but if you want to go ahead and change that, you go ahead and do so. Click on OK. And once everything opens, you should see 3 panes on here. You should see, or windows, whatever you want to call them. These are probably the most important ones. And I know you see code on here. This is just some stuff that I created a little bit early just to see if everything was working fine. So you shouldn't see anything on here. This should be blank, this should be blank, this should be blank. And what we're going to do now is we're going to be creating a project. Okay? You go to File, then New, and then you go to Java Project. And then you could name the project whatever you want. I named mine My Demo Project. Okay? And of course I can't use this because I already created one called My Demo Project. Alright, but once you do that, you just go ahead and type in the name and then finish. Once you do that, now you should see this folder on here on the left side. Now what we're going to want to do is right click on it and then go to New and then go to Class. And it's going to show you this window very similar to the other one. Just go ahead and type in the name for the class. Okay, and I just named mine My Demo Class. Okay, and of course I can't use this one because it's already taken. Okay, it's on here, My Demo Class. Now you're probably asking, wait a minute, hold on, what is this class business? What's going on? Let me explain. So when we created our project, what we're doing is we're really creating just a folder, okay, in our hard drive. That's where we're going to keep all of our files. That's where we're going to keep all of our code and everything organized, okay? And if I had 10 projects, they'll all show up on here, okay? Inside of this projects folder, we added a class, and a class is pretty much, we'll go over it. I'll make another video going over what classes are, but we're making essentially a file that's going to contain all of our code. Okay, not to be confused with this folder. We have a folder that contains this My Demo Class file. Okay, so once you create the class, it should show you just this on here. So it should say public class My Demo Class. Okay. Now, pay attention to the open brace and then the close brace. Okay, think of this like a box. So what we're going to type inside is it's called it's called a main method. Okay, don't worry about what a method is just yet. We'll go into it in more detail in my later videos. But just type in the following. And again, everything needs to be exact, okay? Because in programming, the computer's pretty picky. So just type in public static void main, okay? Then we do open parentheses, and once you do that, the program's automatically going to do the closing parentheses. So just keep note of that. Then we do capital S T R I N G string, okay? And then we do ARGS, and then we do open bracket, and as you can see, the program already creates the close bracket for you. Go all the way to the end of this line and go ahead and add a open brace to the end. Then once you hit enter, you'll notice that the program creates a closing brace. Alright, so inside of these braces, go ahead and type in capital S lowercase y s t e m dot o u t dot p r i n t l n, okay? Then open parentheses, and okay, it's gonna start filling some stuff out for you. Inside of here, go ahead and just delete that arg0, okay? But you should have the close parentheses and the semicolon at the end. Inside of these parentheses, go ahead and add semicolon or quotes. Go ahead and add quotes. All right, and inside you can type in whatever you want. I'm just gonna type in something like "What's up, Rasputin" or something. Really, you can type in whatever you want. You could type in, a lot of people like to type in "Hello World" as their first program, but really you could type in whatever you want. So, just a quick rundown, all right, of the code on here. So we created a class, okay, which automatically generates this line of code that says public class and then the name of your class. All right, it says public class, my demo class. We have an open brace that belongs to this closed brace. So think of it like a box, if you want. This is the opening brace for the class, and this is the closing brace for the class. Okay. Inside of that class, we created a method. Not just any method, it's the main method, but don't worry, I'll go over that in more detail in the other videos. We're creating the main method on here, and you do that by typing in public static void main, okay, open parentheses, and then capital S, make sure this is capital, make sure this M is lowercase, string args, open bracket, close parentheses, and then here here we're gonna do an open brace, okay, and then that's gonna belong to this closing brace. All right, inside of this method, okay, so again we have this, and inside of the class we have a method, okay, and inside of that method we have a statement, okay, and this statement is system.out.println, print ln, okay, and then open parentheses, and then in quotes we put whatever we want. You put "What's up, Rasputin" or whatever, okay, close quotes, close parentheses, and then semicolon. Alright, once you do that, you go ahead up here to the upper left side, and there should be a button that says run. Okay, it kind of looks like a play button. Click on that, and then click on OK. And then down here, this is your console window. So whatever we want to output from the program, it's going to appear down here. So whatever we wrote here in quotes, it's showing up down here. So what's up Rasputin, what's up Rasputin. So this tells us that everything is working perfectly. So if you got this to work, then you're ready to go. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed my video, and thanks for watching.